Hey friends, welcome back to the shop. I've had a number of people ask me, so what's the update on the build? What's going on with the build? And the build that I'm referring to is Clara. So Clara is our 1970 Mustang 351 Cleveland coupe that we are doing a full Restomod on. And I started doing the teardown probably late last year and really just kind of put the brakes on it as we started working on the projects that had a higher priority. But I'm itching to get back into this. So today we're going to go ahead, put it back up on the lift, and we're going to start tearing things from underneath. Well, I say tear things, but I hope not break things naturally. But I figure we're going to start with taking off the exhaust, getting those removed, and then seeing what else we can go ahead and start removing. There really isn't a full game plan. It's really kind of how we feel each day that we're working on this and what we want to tackle next. So let's go ahead and get this thing up. All right, I think that should give us plenty enough clearance. So let's take a look at what we're going to be disassembling. All right. The exhaust that's coming off the headers currently right now, just straight pipes that come out in front of the rear tires, which is a great plan. I think we're going to end up following that same thing, but likely with probably a little bit different hardware. So we're going to start by taking these off now and hoping, really hoping, that these bolts will come free. We haven't treated them at all, so fingers crossed that they come loose for us. I'm going to use our 2-ton stands. I actually covered an unboxing and assembly on in a separate video. If you're interested in these, if you have a lift, I'll put the link for this actually up in the corner of this video for you to check out. So these were definitely a lot more rusted than I thought and what I was hoping for. So we had to move to a breaker bar. And I'm hoping that these don't strip and I have to cut them. She sounds angry. One. Ha ha ha. All right. This one's a little more cumbersome because of these transmission lines. Which these will have to be bent. And I already have new ones anyway, so I'm not worried about it. There we go. Well, that bolt snapped right off. Not good. I don't want to break bolts. And that it's stuck inside my socket. So I'll have to knock that out real quick. All right, so we got the front end. We can go ahead and move to the U-bolt hangers in the back. I want to slide this forward now. All right. All right. First one out. Okay. Broken bolt number 2. But I'm okay with that since all of this is going to really be replaced. I can't get a regular socket on there because the length of the bolt never gets shorter. But it's coming off. It's just coming off the headers. Well, it didn't come off the way that I had thought that it was going to come off, but the bolt just backed itself out, which I will take. So that end is done. Now we can switch back to the rear. All right. I really love these stands. Yeah, talk.
More than one lifesaver.
Oh my goodness. Woohoo! Yeah. Now, one other thing that I want to take off that I know isn't factory because the placement of this exhaust isn't factory, but I also know that this isn't very well done because whoever put it in here just put in some really cheap angle iron and didn't weld it. They just put a couple of bolts into the frame itself. Yeah, an erector set. So although I want the exhaust to go back in the same place, I want it done right. main task for today of just taking the exhaust off has been accomplished. So probably the next thing that we'll end up tackling is a little bit more on the exterior of getting more of the body off. And then we'll move to the motor, or we may end up flip-flopping those. For everybody that wants to follow along on the fun adventure that Clara is going to take us on. But we're really looking forward to this. So thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you guys again soon.